Good afternoon, students. Only 15 students. Okay. Okay, students. First, we will solve some MCQ question. Then we will solve one geometry problem. Okay. Next, first question of today's MCQ. I will give first 5 MCQ. Okay. Equation of x-axis, option A x equal to 0, option B y equal to 0, option C x y equal to 0, and option D none of this. Okay, try to answer it, students. Try to answer it. First, equation of x-axis, that is x equal to 0, y equal to 0, x y equal to 0, and none of this. Which one is the right answer? Which one is the right answer? Okay. Nafisa Akhtar, y equal to 0. So right answer is option C. Option B. Okay. Y equal to 0. Yes, y equal to 0. Amrita, very good. Y equal to 0, please. So right option is option B, that is y equal to 0. Equation of x-axis, y equal to 0. Okay. Equation of x-axis, that is y equal to 0. Now next question. Equation of y-axis, tell me the equation of y-axis, that is x equal to 0. Nafisa Akhtar, x equal to 0. Amrita, Arpit is typing. Amrita and Arpit is typing. What is the answer? Amrita, x equal to 0. Yes, it is the right answer. And Somnath, x equal to 0. Ronit, x equal to option A. Yes, option A is the right answer. So equation of y-axis is x equal to 0. Okay, equation of y-axis is x equal to 0. That is the question number 2. Ronit Dotto, okay. Krinjal, yes, option C, option A. Question number 3. I will not give you the options. Okay. Equation of a line parallel to x-axis. Write down the equation. Find the equation of line which is parallel to x-axis. Find the equation of a line which is parallel to x-axis. Write down the answer. 17 students are there. Write down the answer, which is the equation of a line which is parallel to x-axis. Try write down it quickly. Hurry up, students. X equal to 0, y equal to any number. Okay, who has answered this? Yes, Nafisa. Nafisa have given right answer. Well done, Nafisa. That is equation of line parallel to x-axis, that is y equal to constant. That is y equal to constant. Y equal to constant is the right answer. That equation of line parallel to x-axis, that is equation such that y equal to b. Such that y equal to b. Y equal to b is the right answer, or y equal to constant is the right answer. Next question. Y-axis. Equation of line which is parallel to y-axis. Y equal to 0. Kinjal, wrong answer. Equation of line which is parallel to y-axis. Yes. X equal to constant. Equation of line which is parallel to x-axis, that is x equal to constant, that is x equal to a. X equal to a is the right answer. X equal to a is the right answer. Okay. So x equal to a is the right answer. Equation of line parallel to y-axis. Okay. Sir, I said that only y equal to 0. No, y equal to 0 also, y equal to 0 is the equation of Kinjal. Change it into x equal to constant, because y equal to 0 means x equal to equation of x-axis. That answer by that it is represented also y equal to 0. It means equation of x-axis. That's why you should mention x equal to constant. Last question. X minus 2 equal to 0. X minus 2 equal to 0. That equation parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis or parallel to xy plane. Which one is the correct answer? Parallel to x-axis, parallel to y-axis, y equals to 0 and x equal to constant. Now, this question, x minus 2 equal to 0. X minus 2 equal to 0, that equation is parallel to x-axis, parallel to y-axis, or any other things. Write it down quickly. X minus 2 equal to 0 means x equal to 2, x equal to constant. X equal to constant means the line parallel to y-axis. The line parallel to y-axis. Okay. So I am writing these 4 points and summarize this. Equation of x-axis, that is y equal to 0. y axis x equal to 0 and equation of line parallel, this is parallel sign, parallel to x axis, y equal to constant, and equation of line parallel to y axis, that is x equal to constant. Note it down quickly. Note it down quickly. Equation of x axis, that is y equal to 0. Equation of y axis, x equal to 0. Equation of line parallel to x axis, that is y equal to constant. Equation of line which is parallel to y axis, x equal to constant. Write it down quickly. Write it down quickly. These 4 points. This type of question may come your exam, upcoming exam. Okay. If you have copied, then tell me, then I will rubbing this portion. If you have copied it, write it down, then I will rub it. Wait, okay, Orpit, write it down quickly. Write it down quickly. Is it done? Is it done or not? Okay. Now I am rubbing this portion. Yesterday I have discussed the midpoint theorem statement. Again I am discussing that portion. Listen it carefully. Okay. In a triangle PQ, in a triangle PQR, in a triangle PQR, A is the midpoint of PQ and B is the midpoint of PR. If I join AB, then AB will be AB parallel to QR and AB equal to half of QR. AB equal to half of QR. It is the statement of the question, midpoint theorem. If the line joining the midpoint of a triangle of any two sides, that line will be parallel to the third side and line will be half of the third side. Half of the means if it is 10, it will be 5, it is 20, it is 10, if it is 7.5, it will be 3.25. Okay. So in this, by taking the help of this theorem, we will prove this next portion, that is exercise 8.2. Exercise 8.2. ABCD is a quadrilateral and midpoint of AB PQ, midpoint of DC Q, midpoint of DC R, and midpoint of AD IS. So PQRS, I join that PQRS, and AC is the diagonal. AC is the diagonal. Again I am saying that quadrilateral ABCD, where P is the midpoint of AB, Q is the midpoint of BC, R is the midpoint of CD, and AC is the midpoint of AD. Okay, then we have to prove that A's are parallel to PQ and A's are equal to half of PQ, and third one, PQRS is a parallelogram. PQRS, first of all, A's are parallel to PQ. A's are equal to half of PQ. Sorry, that second portion is wrong. A's are equal to PQ, and PQRS is a parallelogram. So first of all, is the question is clear to you? Is the question clear to you? Write it down your answer. If you have doubt, then I will explain it again. Again I am saying that ABCD is a quadrilateral. P is the midpoint of AB, Q is the midpoint of DC, R is the midpoint of DC, and AC is the midpoint of AD. And after joining a PQRS, we get a quadrilateral, and AC is the diagonal. Then we have to prove that A's are parallel to PQ, A's are equal to PQ, and PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay, these three proofs we need to prove. Okay, Rajonna is typing something. Okay, Rajonna, type it quickly. Okay, I am checking it. Rajonna. Yes, S are equal to half of AC. S are equal to half of AC. S are parallel to AC. S are equal to half of AC. Okay, this is the proof. Okay, now students, in triangle ADC, S and R are the midpoint of AD, and ADC. AC is the midpoint of AD and R is the midpoint of DC. Then by using midpoint theorem you can say SR parallel to AC and SR equal to half of AC by midpoint theorem. Is there any problem? Is there any problem? That first portion, triangle ADC, triangle ADC. AC is the midpoint of AD, R is the midpoint of DC, and the line joining S and R will be third side AC and parallel to AC and equal to half of AC. So the first part, have you any problem? Okay, now so we have proved the first portion by using midpoint theorem. Now second portion. So one thing is clear that students, SR equal to AC and SR equal to half of AC. Okay, and also now in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, PQ parallel to AC and PQ equal to half of AC. Look at the board. ABC triangle. P is the midpoint of AB and Q is the midpoint of AC. So if I join PQ, then that line will be parallel to AC. That line parallel to AC in triangle ABC. That is line PQ. That line PQ will be PQ equal to parallel to AC and equal to half of AC. So we get these two lines by using also midpoint theorem. Okay, by also midpoint theorem. Now look at the board, everyone, students. SR parallel to AC and PQ parallel to AC. That SR parallel to AC and PQ also parallel to AC. It means these two are parallel. SR parallel to AC, PQ parallel to AC. AC both the lines AC is parallel to both SR and PQ. It means AC SR SR parallel to PQ. SR parallel to PQ. Next portion, listen it. SR equal to half of AC and PQ equal to half of AC. SR equal to half of AC and PQ also half of AC. It means if right hand sides are equal, if right hand sides are equal, PR is SR equal to half of AC and PQ equal to half of AC. It means if the right hand sides are equal, then left hand side also be equal. So that is SR equal to PQ. Now a quadrilateral having one pair of sides equal as well as parallel. A quadrilateral whose one pair of sides parallel as well as equal. If this condition satisfied, then we can say easily that PQRS is a parallelogram. PQRS is a parallelogram. Again I am explaining that ABCD, PQ parallel to AC and PQ parallel to AB, PQ parallel to AC. So in ABC, PQ parallel to AC and PQ equal to half of AC. In ADC, A's are parallel to AC and A's are equal to AC. So this one is parallel to this and this one parallel to this. So these two are also parallel. These two are parallel. These two are parallel. Like that. These two are parallel and these two are also parallel. It means this one and this one are also parallel. Okay. So PQ SP parallel to SP parallel SR parallel to PQ, and also we get that SR equal to half of AC and PQ equal to half of AC. Half of AC and both of them are equal to half of AC. It means they are equal to each other. That's why I have written here SR equal to PQ. SR equal to PQ. So PQ if one pair of sides is parallel as well as equal, that side is called, that quadrilateral is called a parallelogram. I think your concept is clear. Is there any problem? Anyone regarding the proof? Okay. So students, today I end this class here. Tomorrow again I will discuss some 5 or 6 MCQ, then we will start the geometry portion. Okay students, thank you.